Welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Greece as Pericles. Thank you guys for all the support you give the channel. It's always appreciated. And we are still bringing our troops back so that we can pay a visit to Vimba. However, overall, we are comfortably in the lead in pretty much all the different areas with the exception of religion. And if we take a look at it, I see no particular threat from anyone in particular. See, 2 of 8 for India. He's got quite some ways to go to really make a difference. We've pretty much knocked out Tomyris altogether as far as any culture threat, so that's eliminated. Now we're going to look at Vimba, just to make sure that he stays cold. Other than that, we shall press on. And since we are Pericles, I mean, some may have asked why we weren't going for a culture victory. It wasn't so much that I was focused on a culture victory, because obviously you could utilize suzerain status with the city-states. That might be something I'll try later now that we can add additional city-states. But if we were suzerain of more city-states, then we would be getting that additional culture bonus as well. It just wasn't something I was overly concerned about. So let's go ahead and press on. We got 37 turns left here to complete our spaceport. And in 9 more turns, we'll go ahead and start on some of those space projects. It may be a little too early to say the game is in the bag. I never want to preempt anything. However, I am strongly encouraged by what I see so far. We're going to go ahead and just kind of pre-move these guys as those other ones are. And let's see. This city is actually coming along pretty well here. 44 turns for a spaceport is not terrible. Although, I would like to get more trade routes. Can we make one now? No, one is in succession now. So let's go ahead and get a start market. I know I keep pressing money. However, that is something. We'll just go ahead and see if we can't regain suzerain status of Hong Kong for the additional bonus, and maybe even Seoul. Seoul is our closest neighbor. Hong Kong did their part. Thank you very much. And it sounded like we got, yeah, we got our suzerains back. So I heard the distinctive sound. Right, let's go ahead and repair this. And there, we got a look at the Indian city. Let's go ahead and bring our guy back. Excuse me, guys. Gotta figure out how to set up a cough button with shadow play, so forgive me for that. It is mid-March, and so allergies are starting to kick in here. Being denounced by our one and only ally. So that is going to make coming back to our city potentially problematic. Because if she won't give us open borders, that's going to be an issue. And we'll go ahead and pre-move this guy as well to the wheat. Alright, so that's repaired. Very good. Let's see if we can utilize this builder a little better right here. Build a mine. It's really amazing, isn't it, when you think about how the AI manages the game? Because it's curious to see that, you know, Tomyris was the culture leader, and then we took over her cities, and it did help us in our culture, but at the same time, it kind of makes you wonder. Sorry about that. I got distracted. We need to take out this camp here. It kind of makes you wonder how it is that they're able to get so advanced in their gameplay. Ah, bonuses, right. Yeah, the bonuses. All right, guys. And let's take a look at Vimba and see his culture pool. It's trickling, but nothing major. Not as much as ours. Naturally, we could have done a whole tons more to increase that, but it's good to have both. It's good to have something in your pocket in case you need it. And of course, This English scout has just been hanging here for the entire game, I think. I mean, it's been there for quite some time. We'll go ahead and take out this camp and collect our 45. And we'll just go ahead and fortify him in the city, and we'll go ahead and convert that into a mill. See if that is going to help us a little bit. Well, I do like that these guys are going for the gold up here, so that's not terrible. Well, they got growth in 2 more turns, so maybe they'll prioritize this tile next. That's one of the things I miss about citizen population growth is it's just, you know, I can't emphasize enough how important it is. Unless they just wanted us to extra micromanage cities, like, for example, to realize, okay, this is on 4, this is on 4, and just constantly micromanage the cities, which I don't necessarily like to do. You see that I don't necessarily manipulate the populace as much as some players do. At least in Civ 5, I know that was like something a lot of players did constantly. I prefer to leave it on somewhat governed, but as you go into the higher difficulties, it is, you know, just so much better to manage your cities yourself, because the AI is not going to be able to manage your city as effectively as a player can. So, despite having these governors, which are always nice, you still need to be able to stay on top of it. I'm not going to take just flat gold from him, so we're going to refuse that deal. I'd rather their friendliness increase than our ability to trade. Yeah, that was hard to take that denouncement from Victoria. Well, we got a musketman to deal with too? Okay. We'll take the experience. Sure, we'll take that experience. All right, let's see. Amenities are looking good. 45 for a spaceport isn't terrible. Housing is looking good. Do we want a builder? Not necessarily, unless we need one up here. And we do need one in roads for this and this. So let's make a builder for roads real quick. That'll just be 3 turns. And let's see, our cities we captured from Tamiris. Probably wouldn't be too bad of an idea to make a temple here for the bonuses. I think we can do that. Let's get those bonuses from the temple. And we're going to work this hill, I believe. Let's see. Yep. So we're going to make these cities a lot more worthwhile. And let's see. I didn't necessarily want to do that, but it didn't affect anything in the game. And that was that camera swap. Let's see. All these tiles are being worked. I wanted to check out that wheat real quick. What city can work the wheat? None of us can, I think. Okay, I was thinking, yeah, we can make it to that wheat. So let's do that with this unit. Not that it's a big deal. I might actually get these guys to either produce culture or even science for us. Although we're doing pretty well as far as our technologies. Let's look. Well, we're at 59 techs. Yeah, we're 10 techs ahead. So that's a huge difference right now in the game. And this is about the time we would catch up with the AI, around 308. Actually, we were actually catching up with them a lot earlier. If we were in higher difficulties, it'd be a different story. Let's go ahead and get you to go here. Right, these guys are still waiting for movements, so we'll wait. And we'll fortify here. We'll just get our guys fortified up. So if we have to do... Well, we could kind of come through here. I don't know if we can cross this ice cap. That's the only thing. So we'll take a look at that. But I don't think we can enter that as a valid tile. I mean, I know there was changes made to it that allowed for us to be able to utilize or get around it. I don't know, again, if that's for subs or what. 4 flat gold, that's it. I wouldn't mind getting a little gold per turn if we could get... Well, I don't want just 1 gold per turn. That's probably all he'll give us, if any. He won't even give us 1. Just not going to happen, Gandhi. Does he want diamonds? Or he would probably... Okay, same deal. We just don't need that. Yeah, we just don't... We're not in need of any luxury resources right now, so... That's one of the benefits that we have over here, which has helped us a lot with our amenities, is the ability to have these great amenities or great luxury resources. Even more barbarians. Wow, okay. We'll just take more experience. Where are they coming from? Maybe from a village over here, or a tribe, Maybe from a camp from over there. Yeah, it's got to be. Well, the idea here isn't to see how many barbarians we can kill. The idea here is to see if we can get back to our territory. And that's all of our units we've used. And this one's going to stay here and help guard with the AT crew, although we could have brought the AT with us. I don't think it's going to be a problem up here, but you never know what's going to happen. You just don't know. All right, he's working the wheat. Let's check out this city real quick. Yeah, we could use one right here, a farm. So let's move up there. All right, let's get back to our cities over here. So again, we're going to keep our eyes on the cities that are about to grow, so we can either dedicate them to another area like science or even money. Although 20 gold per turn isn't terrible. Our trade routes are just, I'm just not focusing too much on trade routes, and I should have perhaps, but I think we're fine. Overall, we're fine. You know, the interesting thing about Civilization 6 is the object is to win the game. And no matter who you watch, and I watch a lot of great players, everyone does something different. Every game is different. There isn't like a particular linear A to B strategy. It's kind of a flexible, almost kind of a play-as-you-go kind of game, which I kind of like because it gives you a lot of options and eliminates all the proverbial wrong ways to play, because I mean, obviously you can do really bad things in the game that are counterproductive, counterintuitive, but there isn't like a wrong way to play the game. And we'll just let this guy level up. He's close to it, so we'll just take out some of these musket men as we get closer and then just see if we can actually do any kind of an open border deal with Victoria. Let's work this tile here. And get these cities to be a little more productive. I'm encouraged by these cities, so I don't feel too badly that we took them. That wasn't the objective wasn't to see how many cities we could get from Tamiris. The objective was really to just slow her down. And we definitely did that. All right, so we have our nuclear fusion. And we're going to need our nanotechnology. Well, we could kind of maybe test subs, but not really ready for that. So it looks like we're going to have to go for the long haul here and go all the way with composites. So that's going to be 5, so 11 turns. We'll just go ahead and do all those together. All right. And in 3 more turns, we'll check on our policies, maybe make some changes. Let's go ahead and repair that workshop. Get these cities up and going. We can make them a lot more productive than Tamiris had them. All right, so 1 more turn until we get this. 1 more turn until these 2 cities populate. Oh, okay. It looks like Vimba is going after England. That is fantastic. That is our opportunity right now. Golden opportunity to go after him. Because guess who's over here? And not in the city. That is outstanding. Okay. And let's see if we can get open borders with Victoria. Make a deal. We cannot. Okay, so let's think about what we can do here. We could... Well, I don't want to go to war with her. That's just so unnecessary. Going to war with a city-state is a terrible idea. And I think we have enough units over here to take him out, but that still does not answer the question of how we're going to address getting our troops back. It would take so long to build an airport. We'll figure something out here. If we have to go to war with England to get across, we will. Or maybe even Montezuma. I mean, I wouldn't mind having one of these cities to go along with the Congo. That would be a nice little tight fit right there, wouldn't it, to try to be able to take him out. But that's a 78th strength city compared to the 85 that we took out up here from Scythia. So we'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. But I love that they're at war. That is, I mean, that leaves him completely exposed. And we could potentially go ahead and go for it. I think we should. I think we should go ahead and just go for him right now. We have the bomber to help us out, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to declare war with him right now, but what I'm going to do is we're going to position our troops. All right, so let's see here. This is Ephesus. We'll continue to guard our science. Yeah, our guys are kind of hanging here wondering what's going on. We'll go ahead and get some more experience. I'm glad that we can still get good experience even from barbarians late in the game. We'll just move him up and fortify. Move you here and fortify. All right, here's our builder. We were going to... Let's work that pasture. Let's take a look at that. I mean, well, the priority... How many do we have? How many builds? We have 3. We'll go ahead and work the pasture, and then we'll prioritize it for those other 2 over there. Let's go ahead and move this guy here. And let's see. Housing is looking good. There it is, guys. Should we go for it? Let's go for it. Wait. Before we do that, let's make sure we're not... We could make another unit for our war over there. 10 turns for artillery isn't too bad, but we would have to move them across the map to get there. So we even have the Eiffel Tower. I don't know, guys. That's a lot of turns. We could be using it so much more effectively. Matter of fact, let's go with a... Sorry to be so hesitant. Let's see. There's just so many great options here. It's a shame we're not closer to the water. We could build a harbor, but we're too far away. No culture bonus. And those are trade routes. 22 turns is a lot of turns. Let's go with... I'm going to go with a mechanized unit. Just don't want to waste any more time with that. Okay, 46 food. We're definitely not going to go to the Congo. Probably not going to go to England. I think we'll probably go to Spain because we're going to be at war with some of these over here. Ulrich. I don't know if I want to go to war with Montezuma or not. I don't think I will. So let's go to Tio or Trio. Tio. Or Tivo. Tio. I can't read it from here. I'm actually far away. I apologize, guys. I'm so far away from my monitor. I sit in a swivel recliner. And sometimes I'm a little challenged with being able to see the city names. All right, let's see. All right, so the city, or the civilian did go to this for our city, so that's good. And there's really not a whole lot we could do. Maybe work this food over here. But in the meantime, we might want to just go ahead. How many builds do we have left? 1. Let's go ahead and make a farm over here. All right, so let's see what we can pick for this city. We'll repair the factory. All right, let's see. And now that we have that additional civilian, do I want to work the gold? Gold, no. Let's see. Do we want to work the production? I don't think so. And let's see. We're good here too. I'm not going to work the culture, so not a big deal. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it on this particular segment. And in the next one, we might consider how in the world we're going to get our troops back. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next game.